In today's Rise of Nations video, we will be playing Italy and restoring Rome to its former glory as a Roman Empire, making it the world's most strongest country. To start off with, I started this game off a little bit later, but I set up my economy already. And now I'm rushing the Balkans. I usually, as Italy, love to rush the Balkans as it's easy money and more square cities from Hungary, Serbia, Bulgaria, countries like those. Unfortunately, every superpower was a player, so I wasn't able to build a big economy, but I'll work with it. With most of the Balkans gone, I have enough strength to take on the French. They're allied to the Germans, but the Germans, from my understanding, aren't really that good. They're using tanks and infantry, not even trained infantry, to take over Slovakia. So I don't believe they're much of a threat. Germany sent some tanks through Austria, letting me know even more that he is unexperienced. Taking money from Bulgaria. France also spammed a bunch of infantry, which really wouldn't be that useful against tanks in 2020, especially in Europe. Germany's tanks were weaker. I decimated them and their entrenched infantry. Cap sniping Germany, and Berlin is mine. Sending my attackers to bomb Germany's tanks in France, but then I send them to Paris. He destroys my tanks in Berlin, but I have another set already leaving Austria. I'm now reaching Paris, which was left undefended. This German player has no idea what he wants to do with his tanks. He doesn't know if he wants to attack me. He doesn't know if he wants to defend. So I can tell this war is already over. Looks like France sent some reinforcements from the Spanish front back to my front. I destroy them and then auto-capture the rest of France. With France down, it's just Germany to worry about. Since he left his capital, again to save France, or trying to save France, he leaves his capital open. But my troops are really slow since it's the winter. No idea how his is way faster than mine. But I take a little bit of attrition there, but it doesn't matter. My tanks are still superior, and I take Berlin, destroying most of his forces. Soon after, Spain justified and declared on me, but he literally just spammed all of his manpower and then left it in his capital. He's still a player. Like, I have no idea what he was thinking, but he literally just sat there with 500,000 troops on his capital, and that's all he did. Now, while I was preparing to attack Spain, I'm also making sure to take the rest of the lands I need and getting justifications. And then Ukraine also justifies and declares on me. But unlike Spain, he actually plans on invading me. So instead of focusing my strength on Spain, I will take down the Ukrainians first. Yeah, his attackers have some tech to them. They're really good attackers for 2021, did a lot of damage, but my tanks were simply just superior to his tanks, allowing me to just completely wash him. You'll see now. So he auto captures the Balkans. I thought that would give me a lot more unrest than it should have, but it didn't, thank God. Lost some stability though. With an attack from Poland, I will just auto capture since he threw all of his troops on the Balkan front, allowing me to just hold him off from taking Italy and push through him from Poland and Belarus. Taking his capital, ending the war. He is burning my land, but it's a few small cities, who really cares? With my new tanks, I'll use them to recapture the land lost to the Ukrainians. Now with all of my other distractions out of the way, I can put my full might on the Spanish. He's made anti-air, but only 10, so I should be able to just destroy his. And capturing his capital, he burns his territory, but I won the war. I don't know what he was thinking. You should never even try that. It just won't work. Especially if you have like open terrain around you. Spain is mountainous, but it isn't like Turkey or Iran. Now, declaring on Albania to get me the rest of the nations I need. He tried to defend his land with just focusing everything on his capital. I use a navy to bombard him and get rid of his fighters. Then I sent in my attackers and captured him with the rest of my tanks. Then auto-capturing him and the rest of the Middle East, since most of them were AI besides Egypt and not Libya, but the other one, Algeria. This British player decides to throw 1,500 tanks at me. I quickly destroy them and stop them from landing. And I destroy his destroyer.
Зі сходу припхались до нас барани, для восстановлення великої страни, найкращий пастух баранячих отар.
Well, this Egyptian player was struggling with an AI Libya, so he stood no chance against the Italian military. Algeria has captured a few cities from our islands, but we will capture them soon enough. And we are now landing in London. Now, with his army destroyed, I'm going to auto-capture his land, sending in reinforcements just to make sure he's dead.
Байрактар. Російська поліція справи заводить на вбивцю рашистів, ніяк не знаходить, хто ж винен, що в нашому полі глухар. Байрактар.
I had to declare war on the Central American Union due to the fact they took Kuwait and a new Kuwait to form. And I also took Kazakhstan for resources. Now that I am... Unfortunately, when I formed the Russian Empire, most of the server left after that. Most of the superpowers ended up releasing all and just leaving, so I decided to just kill the rest of the server. I bombed Myrnetitia to death. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I bombed them and then spammed tanks, and then I also just tank spammed Australia and New Zealand. I believe this New Zealand player was sending me manpower for some reason when I was fighting France and Germany. Never asked him for it. Kinda felt bad doing it, but I have to make sure the server's dead. And if anybody knows what this guy's saying in chat, I think it's Japanese, I have no idea, but if you know, please translate it and let us know what it means. But there you have it, the the Roman Empire back in its full glory. Bigger and better than ever. Now, before this video ends, I love to say thank you for getting me to 100 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I really do. But this has been Great Gotti. Thank you for watching. See you next time.